Well, you know, it seems every year there are new recommendations about what a pregnant woman should and should not be doing in the months leading up to their delivery. The folks at American Baby magazine talked to OBGYNs, and the answers are in the December issue. So for more on that, we are joined by American Baby senior lifestyle editor Jessica Hartshorn. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, good morning.
There are lots of myths, misconceptions about what to do, what not to do. So I'm glad that we're breaking this down. And one of the main ones is it doesn't matter what age you are when it comes to getting these screenings. I mean, does it or doesn't?
For birth defects, sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's sort of this magic age of 35, and the old advice was sort of if you're 35 and older, then you get amniocentesis or things to the more rigorous screening for birth defects. The truth is, about 4 years ago, they said it should be open to anyone who wants it. If you are younger than 35 but would prefer amniocentesis or some other test to screen for birth defects, you can definitely ask for it. You can talk to your doctor.
Well, is it necessary though? I mean, do you really want to get these if it's not necessary?
It's about your level of comfort.
Gotcha.
Exactly, because for sure sonograms can see a lot these days, so it's not medically necessary to get amniocentesis, but what they're saying is it's an option that's available to everybody, and that you don't have to treat 35 as a magic cutoff point.
Gotcha, and I'm sure any mother-to-be just wants to do everything possible to make sure that her baby is healthy. All right, so there's a lot to be said about, well, she's eating for two, just give her what she wants. Is that really the right way to approach this?
The pendulum has swung so many times, right, where it's like, eat all you want, or don't gain too much weight. Now we're sort of at this point where it's a lot about moderation. I had always heard 300 calories a day extra, but now they're saying in your first trimester it can only be about an extra 100 calories.
That's it?
I mean, your baby's not even the size of your fist,
That's true. So don't use it as an excuse to load up on the chocolate.
100 calories is so very little. By the third trimester, you can eat an extra 300 calories, but even that is like a cup of yogurt, is the sad reality.
People are getting depressed all across the country right about now. All right, so when it comes to exercising, what should you focus on, or what should you not do, just so that you don't overtax your body?
It's definitely recommended these days, and they used to say don't let your heart rate get up over 140, but now they're even saying that's fine, especially if you're used to exercising. It's more about your breathing and not getting out of breath. Don't do anything that's going to leave you exhausted, obviously. Don't do anything dangerous like skiing that you might fall over. But if you always have taken aerobics, or like I loved spinning when I was pregnant because you're mostly seated, but it's a really good workout. All of that is great. The same rules apply to pregnant women as other women. 5 times a week, 30 minutes sessions of exercise are great. It actually relieves a lot of the discomfort. You'll sleep better at night. It'll help lower back pain. It'll stretch you out, help sciatica and all that other stuff.
Well, I remember just a few months ago there was a woman who ran a marathon, pregnant, 9 months.
At the very end of her pregnancy.
At the very end, and hours later she went in and had her baby, no problem. So hey, maybe it works. Maybe you should exercise until the very end. I can barely get to the gym now, but that's a whole nother problem. So delivery, when it comes to when the best time is, I mean, are we stretching it out to that 40 mark, that 40 mark?
That's what we're trying to get women to do now, because for some reason in this country we kind of slipped from that. Because there's this expectation that the baby's sort of fully cooked at 36, 37 weeks. And so women who have to schedule an induction or a C-section would schedule it for 37 or 38 weeks, not realize. I guess so many women did it that studies began to show that there were problems associated with this. Those extra 2 weeks from 37 to 39 include a lot of lung development, a lot of brain development. Babies who are born at 39 or 40 weeks tend to nurse more easily, feed more easily, have a lot fewer health problems.
So don't think that you're close, you can go ahead and schedule a pregnancy.
If you're scheduling, don't choose 37 or 30 weeks. Really try to make it to 39 or 40. Obviously, if you go into labor earlier, there's nothing you can do about that. But aim for 40 weeks.
Okay, all right. Want to keep that baby in there, developing as long as possible. And speaking of health, there are a lot of things that women are told that you should or should not eat or drink during pregnancy. What about coffee?
Coffee definitely gets the green light, just not too much. Like 12 ounces is what they're saying now, which is not a venti. But you can still have your cup a day. It's not going to do anything terrible. And again, it's just all about moderation. That's really the name of the game with pregnancy.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this is good information. Thanks for busting those myths out there on what you should and should not do. We appreciate it. Jessica Hartshorn, thanks for being with us.